Good morning, Enid. It is Thursday, August 10th. Thank you for joining us for show number 132. Grab a cup of coffee and join us for the next 30 minutes, and it's going to go really quick because we've got all kinds of news, weather, sports, and a special Enid guest. And our guest at the round table this morning has to do with back to school.
Good morning, Steve.
Good
Hello,
morning.
I'm Sarah Delangel. We're coming to you live in over 14,000 homes here in Enid and live streaming over the globe via the internet. This is Good Morning Enid.
And it's time to rise and shine. Out on the farm, it's wide open space, it's clear, you can see all the bright.
Oklahoma receives a real ID extension through June 2017.
If you're in your 30s or your 40s, for example, you'll just want to show up at 4:30, but we do encourage you to purchase a
A ton of stuff going on here at the Central National Bank Center. Come on down.
Just send us an email and we'll be happy to share.
Hello.
Hey, Derek. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
It's Thursday again. You know what that means?
Yes, sir.
It's time to rise and shine.
I'm on my way.
Good morning, Jamara.
Good morning. I'm on my way.
Good morning, Kevin.
I'm on my way.
Kevin. Some mornings you just kind of feel like that. It's 7:31. Again, thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a good Thursday morning. And August is moving along. Next week it'll be mid-August, and it was just like, wait a minute, it just got here. It's going to really pick up, and pretty soon Christmas shopping. You'll be buying Christmas gifts for all of us, right, Sarah?
Right. I actually start really early, so I've already done some Christmas
Very
shopping.
good. Good for you. Well, right now under mostly clear skies, we're at 70 degrees. The high today is going to be around 89 degrees, so it's going to be humid. We had about 0.8 of an inch of rain, and it varies. Eastern part of the community had almost an inch, and then you go west of Enid, they had 1.5 inches. So all depends on where you're at, how much rain that you had overnight, but we'll take it no matter what, so it's good to have that. Well, let's look at the statewide temps. As I mentioned here in Enid, around 70 degrees this morning under mostly clear skies, and across the state you can see that we're pretty much in the very pleasant temperatures from Shattuck, 70 degrees, all the way down to Durant at 72 degrees in the southeast part of the state. Poto, the big city of Poto. You've been to Sand Springs? You know, Sand Springs is west of Tulsa. And so you can see it there at 73. Let you know where the rain is. It kind of seemed like it moved from the northwest to the southeast, and we may have the radar picture. There it is, and it's still kind of moving that way, nice and slow, but it's way off to the southwest part of Oklahoma. But it seemed like the storms last night came from the northwest and then worked their way towards the south across the state. Anyway, we'll take the rain no matter how it is. 3-day forecast, what's it look like, Sarah?
Well, it's looking really, really good. As you can see, we are on the 80s throughout the whole weekend. Mostly
Yes.
cloudy and chance of thunderstorms on Saturday and Sunday, but very, very nice weather.
Very good. So help us plan. Did you do any tax-free shopping last weekend?
I did not actually, no.
not?
I was
Okay.
really good.
You had your opportunity to really hit the stores. So you were really good. Very good. All right. It's 7:34. You're just moments away from 7:34, as we like to get to the news as soon as possible. And so with the Oklahoma Minute, we've asked Derek Silas, the bow tie guy, to provide us the latest in the news, weather, sports, and everything that happened overnight.
Oklahoma receives a real ID extension through June 2017. And Oklahoma natives and country music stars.
In Capitol News, Governor Mary Fallin visits the aftermath of the Tulsa tornado, where it left 10 businesses condemned and 129 damaged. And in news throughout the state, according to Oklahoma Highway Patrol, 2 children were killed after a 14-year-old and driver fled police in West Oklahoma and hit a curb, thus sending the vehicle airborne, ejecting 3 of its 4 passengers. And in local news, Champlain Pool will close for the season this Saturday, August 12th. And the Enid Parks and Rec will host a cardboard and duct tape boat race Saturday, August 19th at 6:30 p.m. Additionally, the Parks Department will host Doggy Dip on August 20th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Champlain Pool. Enid Transit brings or features Dog Days of Summer. You can bring a bag of cat food or dog food to an EPTA driver and receive a free wristband to ride free on Mondays in August in September. And a fun fact in Oklahoma, the comic strip Dick Tracy was created by American cartoonist Chester Gould, who was born in Pawnee, Oklahoma. And in sports, the 99th PGA Championship starts today at Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, North Carolina. And on this day in history, in 1846, the Smithsonian Institution is created. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to the round table.
Thank you, Derek. Appreciate that. Good morning, everyone. It's 7:35, holding steady with 70 degrees. And as you plan the day, high today is going to be around 89, 20% chance of showers throughout the day. On a sad note, but also on a note that we want to just bring attention to the loss of Marcy Jarrett's mother passed away last weekend, I believe, and I think we have a photo of, there's Marcy and her mom. Her mom, Dorothy Nolan, passed away last weekend, and Marcy's our next-door neighbor friend, and we just wanted to let Marcy know that we are mindful of her loss. You know, moms are special, and dads are special too, but there's something really extra special about moms. And so I believe her services will be here in Enid this coming Saturday. So we just wanted to celebrate the life of Dorothy Nolan, Marcy Jarrett's mom. And Marcy, we're sorry to learn of your loss, but we're thinking of you. So anyway, thank you, Penn, for putting that up there this morning. So.
Definitely, we want to celebrate with you guys. Any birthdays, if you guys have any comments, questions, we want to hear from you. You can always email us at gme@enid.org with any suggestions as well. We just want to hear from you, so if there's anything you ever want to share, just go ahead and email and we'll share here on the show. If you're looking for something to do this weekend and are looking or planning ahead, like Steve said, maybe Christmas, it's around the corner, here is Kevin to share some of the events that are happening at the event center.
Ton of stuff going on here at the Central National Bank Center. Come on down, see us, and get some tickets for any of these great events. Welcome back inside the Central National Bank Center. I'm the General Manager, Kevin Brisky. When most people come into the CNB Center, what they see is the finished product. They come in getting ready to attend a concert or come in and attend a banquet. But here, what you can see is all the work that goes on a little bit behind the scenes. Right now, getting ready to switch from a concert, which was last Friday, from Oak Ridge Boys, to this Saturday, the NRA, Friends of the NRA banquet, which will be happening right here. So going from a stage and a seating setup to a table setup for over 400 people. So a lot of work that goes in behind us on days when people aren't really in the building seeing what's happening. So some pretty cool stuff happening behind us here today. A lot coming up at the Central National Bank Center. We just announced a show this Monday. Tickets go on sale this Friday. REO Speedwagon coming to the CNB Center on October 3rd. It's a show you're not going to want to miss. Talked to a lot of people around here, and when it comes to the classic rock type genre, Styx was one group they wanted to see, which we brought in, and the other one was REO Speedwagon. This is one that's been in the works for quite a while. Excited to have them here on October 3rd. Tickets range from $45 to $130, and they go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. You don't want to miss it. Other things going on here at the Central National Bank Center. On August 26th, we have Gallop of the Royal Horses. It's a great event for the entire family. Kids tickets only $12, adults starting at $22, very affordable, and that's a Saturday night in August. And then we have the Air Force Ball on September 16th, a great formal event to celebrate the great relationship between Vance Air Force Base, the community of Enid, and also to recognize the 70th anniversary of the Air Force. All that, and we still have 2 more announcements coming up, one next week and one in September. You have to stay tuned next week to find out what it is. Until then, back into the studios to you, Steve.
Very good, Kevin. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. It's 7:39, and appreciate you joining us here on this Thursday, August 10th. It's just amazing how this calendar just really speeds up. Well, speaking of speeding up, Enid is definitely on the move, and we want to take a look at this video just to remind us what's happening here in Enid, Oklahoma. Good morning, Enid. It's 7:40, holding steady at 70 degrees. And again, the high today is going to be around 89, and I imagine the humidity will be around 89% as well after last night's rain. Well, out of thin air, here comes Dr. Floyd, our good friend. We've had Dr. Floyd here at the Enid Television Network studios for a number of times. We put you in the category of a regular. Dr. Floyd, it's always good to see you.
Glad to be here.
Thanks for joining us here at the round table this morning, and thank you for joining us as well. All right, this is a test. I got 2 questions for Dr. Floyd right off the bat. And number 1, will faculty and students encounter anything new as they start this new school year? And then the second part of that question is, what is the theme for the school year?
All right, yes. Well, obviously, we've got a lot of construction projects going on throughout the school district, and I'd like to start off just with a word of thanks to all of the community members and voters and taxpayers that stepped forward in February of 16 to the polls and checked yes. We do think it's important to pass a $93 million bond election for our kids, both now and well into the future. So now we have many of those projects ongoing, and as a result of those projects getting started and construction being scattered out throughout the district, the theme for this year is going to be building better schools and brighter futures. So that's our 2017-2018 theme for this year, and so we'll be rolling that out tomorrow morning. We have opening convocation for all of our employees at the high school, and I'll be rolling that out tomorrow morning, and you'll be seeing that pretty often, especially at the beginning of the year. But a lot of construction projects, so we want people to be mindful of that, and you always see those signs on the highway that says, give us a break. Well, that's kind of where we will be. You might have to reroute or do things slightly different until some of those projects get done.
Teacher, give me a break.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, go ahead, Steve.
No, I was just going to say thank you for that update.
Sure.
Dr. Floyd, would you like to give us a bond issue update?
Sure.
Because we noticed that you have some buses, right?
Yes,
some
we
new
do.
Buses,
yeah.
So.
If just a quick summary of what the all-encompassing piece of the bond issue was, we had safety and security included in there. We had one-to-one technology devices included in that. We had upgrades to our transportation department in there, along with construction projects, renovations, and then some new construction. So now we have the one-to-one technology devices in the hands of kids, and we just finished the first year of that. So that's been a wonderful thing for kids, a good learning tool for kids, and both a teaching tool for teachers as well. So we have those in place now. We are in our second year of the 3-year phase of the transportation department improvements. We included a number of new buses there in that program, including a new charter bus that we just got that has our new logo on that. We'll get to that in just a minute. And then the construction projects, we have a number of those completed already. When elementary students go into their gyms this year, they'll see a number of renovations to those older gyms, both flooring and walls and stages and things like that. So we're excited about the progress of the bond issue and looking forward to seeing that thing to fruition within budget.
Very good. Joining us this morning at the round table is Dr. Darrell Floyd. And Dr. Floyd, as you know, the city of Enid went through a transformation of a branding effort several years ago, I would say 4 or 5 years ago, to kind of consolidate, try to get this branding, this image, if you will, of what the City of Enid logo should look like, and to make everything uniform. And I understand that the Enid Public Schools went through the same thing, because you could find a variety of logos in different buildings. And so you went through this branding effort, and I believe we have some examples of the new logo and also the website on the screen here in just a little bit. But what are the results of this new branding effort?
Okay, yes, we did go through a very comprehensive branding project, partly because, especially at the high school, we had a number of different logos that had been used throughout the years. You know, you get a new coach in and they pull out something that they thought was cool and they'll use that. And so we, especially as it relates to the high school, we had so many different logos and brands out there that we needed to find a way to pull that together and have a cohesive family of logos that we will use. And so the end product is that we now have a cohesive set, we call it a family of brands that will be used, and they slightly vary, but they have a common theme. mainly as it relates to the high school, but if they can customize it to some extent, depending on whether it's band or fine arts or athletics or a different sport in athletics, but the common theme will stay there, and there's also kind of a generic Enid logo there that the people can use district-wide. But the elementaries still will maintain their particular logo and brand that they have always had. This mainly was a clarification and a revision for high school.
So we encourage people to go to that website and just see the results of the branding effort.
Yeah, and there are protocols and procedures for if people want permission to use the logo, they'll go through Amber Fitzgerald's office, and those protocols and procedures are listed there as well.
And that's very similar to the city of Enid. When people want to use our logo, we have a design or designated website for that, and ask for permission to use certain things. So thank you for that update.
Sure.
Thank you for that update, Dr. Floyd. So many positive changes this school year. Can you tell us a little bit about the impact that moving up to 6A1 will have on the schools?
Well, there's, appreciate you asking me the question, because a little bit of confusion on that. Some people think that that goes into effect this fall. That actually would not take effect until next fall, so it would be for the 18-19 school year, and it affects only football. So for several years now, yeah, a lot of people think, well, that means in every sport.
I thought it was everything, okay.
But just football only, and for some time now we've been teetering on the proverbial edge, right in the middle of going up to 6A1. We've kind of been at the top end of 6A2, and now with the OSSAA granting permission for 2 of the Oklahoma City schools to be able to opt out of the realignment process, for lack of a better term, that bumped us up, and it kind of moved other people up from lower level classifications and bumped them up too. So there's several districts that are not real happy with that. But we knew it was coming, just weren't sure when, and so come next fall, our football program will be competing with the big boys in 6A1.
Just to tag along with Sarah's question, Dr. Floyd, what's the criteria? Just to remind everybody, it's about student population,
Enrollment,
right?
yes.
It's not the size of the Enid community or anything.
Or the football program,
It is the size.
It's enrollment of the high school 9 through 12.
So you could have an extremely large school population, but not even have certain sports or whatever. It is that student population.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, we have a question from a viewer, what I'd like to share with you, Dr. Floyd, and I want to make sure I get this right. It says, what do you wish parents knew in order to help their child or student have a successful year? I really like that question.
All right, yeah. Well, I thought you would, since your wife was the one that told you to ask that question.
Just a viewer.
A viewer, a common viewer. But obviously we want to get students off on the best foot possible, and we all know that we want the very best for our own kids, and so that goes for the whole generic population of our 8,000 students as well. So we want parents to be aware of safety conditions, especially as it relates to school zones and construction zones and things like that, and slow down in those areas, don't use your cell phone, things like that. But as it relates to kids, obviously we want to encourage them to get the proper amount of rest and nutrition, and get into a routine of you know, when they need to get up and go to bed and get up and go to school and that type of thing. So, and then the main thing is just I would encourage parents to encourage their students to do their very best every single day, and get them started on a positive note, and communicate well with teachers and all of the folks that their kids come in contact with, because oftentimes that's where the issues get resolved, and you can't solve a problem if you don't know about it. So encourage good, positive communication that is two-way.
Very good.
Very good. Thank you, Dr. Floyd, for all those good tips for this next school year. I'm sure a lot of parents will benefit from those.
Is there any other thoughts? We're kind of getting to the end of our roundtable discussion, but is there anything that you want to convey to the viewers or to parents or to students while you have the floor? We'll give you permission.
Okay.
As teachers here, we'll give you permission to.
All right. Well, I
anything you need to add.
Appreciate the opportunity, and I want to say, I already mentioned a word of thanks to the community members and voters for the bond issue in February 16, but also want to pause to say thank you to all of our teachers and our faculty and staff and employees, because many employees, especially teachers, on their own went to professional development opportunities throughout the summer, and they didn't necessarily have to do that, and they did that because they want to learn and get better as a teacher so they can do better for kids. And we had a number of employees that went above and beyond this summer in getting the campuses ready for our kids as well, and want to say thank you to them. And then we have a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes on that nobody ever sees. And those folks don't often get the recognition that they deserve, especially support folks. So I want to say thank you to them as well.
Very good. One final question. Do you know when school starts?
Let me think here. August 16th, I believe.
That's next Wednesday, right?
Yes, sir.
Ready or not, it will be here. Dr. Floyd, thank you very much for joining us at the round table. And again, the theme was building something. I'm sorry, I didn't write it down on my note.
Yeah, you might want to get that tattooed on your forehead. Building better schools and brighter futures.
Okay, that's the goal today, and that's the theme for the school year. Dr. Floyd, thanks for being here. It's 7:51, and speaking of school, we need to talk about school zones, school safety, and we're going to talk about that right now in this short video.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Eric Reddick, Enid Police Department, Sergeant of the Traffic Division. It's school time again, which means you will probably be driving through a school zone during your day. Always observe the speed limit posted in a school zone, and watch out for children crossing the street. If a crossing guard enters a school crossing with his or her stop sign held up, be sure to stop. When you see a school bus turn on its flashing red lights and deploy its stop sign, traffic coming from both directions must stop. Remember especially to keep an eye out for children crossing the street. Let's make this a safe school year. Thank you.
Good morning, Enid. It's 7:52, and I just appreciate Dr. Floyd and his willingness. He arrived in the Enid community really about the same time that I arrived in the Enid community, and we've developed this professional relationship between the city of Enid and Enid Public Schools, and we do some things with Plainsman football, and we always have Dr. Floyd on the show to talk about things. So we just really enjoy that relationship that we have between the city and also the school. So, okay, it's going to be a humid day, high today around 89 degrees. We'll look at the 3-day forecast later on this morning. So what's next, Sarah?
Well, for right now, we definitely need to hear from Derek, our favorite bow tie guy. He'll give us a little bit about what's going on with Oklahoma.
In Capitol News, Governor Mary Fallin visits the aftermath of the Tulsa tornado, where it left 10 businesses condemned and 129 damaged. In local news, Champlain Pool will close for the season, to the public that is, this Saturday, August 12th. But they will be having a cardboard and duct tape boat race on August 19th at 6:30 p.m. and a doggy dip on Sunday, August 20th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Also, the Enid Transit features Dog Days of Summer. Fun fact in Oklahoma, the comic strip Dick Tracy was created by American cartoonist Chester Gould, who was born in Pawnee, Oklahoma. He wrote and drew the comic from 1931 to 1977. Others have continued the strip since that time. And in sports, the 99th PGA Championship Tournament begins today in Charlotte, North Carolina. On this day in history, in 1846, was the creation of the Smithsonian Institution. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to you.
Thank you, Derek. I listened, or I heard on sports radio this morning that Rory McIlroy and Jordan Spieth are the two favorite golfers for the PGA Championship. Do those two names ring a bell, Sarah?
No, they don't.
I thought so with that look that you had. Like, what is Steve saying? Anyway, for the golfers, those are two of the many top golfers, and everybody's excited about seeing those. Derek earlier this morning talked about the Air Force Community Ball. The Air Force, United States Air Force, celebrating their 70th birthday, if you will. And so that's what the community ball is all about on Saturday, September 16th. I had the opportunity to visit with Captain Kinsley Jordan from Vance Air Force Base. That interview will be at 8 o'clock this morning. So if you want to learn more about the community ball, how you can be involved, how you can attend, black tie, dress in the 40s type of affair, that's coming up Saturday, September 16th. So that interview's at 8 o'clock this morning. So, okay, and let's take a look at the 3-day forecast once again real quick.
There you see it, Steve. It's going to be 80s all weekend, mostly cloudy, and chance of thunderstorms. So really nice weekend.
Okay, 2 events that we want to talk about. Just Feed the Neighborhood. You know, I think this is the 17th year for Feed the Neighborhood. I think their goal was to have around 2,000 backpacks distributed. And so there it is, Feed the Neighborhood, Enid, if you will, .org. Find out all this information. That's coming up Sunday afternoon from 5 to 6. And again, we just appreciate all the giving back in the community. So I guess we have time real quick for the second go-around for Enid Entertainment. So we'll ask Kevin to come back and give us an update on all the events that are coming to Enid, Oklahoma.
As I mentioned earlier, we're behind the scenes seeing what it takes to turn this place from a concert venue to a venue that'll be set up for a banquet for over 400 people when the Friends of the NRA come in on Saturday here at the Central National Bank Center. Tickets are still available for that event. Go to cnbcenter.com for more information. Other things we have going on here at the Central National Bank Center. REO Speedwagon just announced coming Tuesday, October 3rd, 7 p.m. Tickets range from $45 to $130. Those go on sale this Friday. We also have Gala of the Royal Horses, a great show for the family and for horse lovers. That's going to be here Saturday, August 26th. We have Rodney Carrington Friday, November 10th. We have the Air Force Ball Saturday, September 16th. And then we also have Mannheim Steamroller on Thursday, December 7th. So a full slate here in 2017, still more announcements to come. And we haven't even looked into 2018 yet. A lot of excitement here at the Central National Bank Center. We're always staying busy and always something for everyone here at the CNB Center. For tickets, cnbcenter.com, or just stop down and visit us in the box office. And until next week, back to the studios with Steve and Sarah.
Okay, Kevin, again, thank you very much for that update. I know people are really excited about some of the fall events that are lined up, and it's just amazing how quick this calendar goes. 7:57, again, if you're planning the day weather-wise, it will be a shorts day, almost 90, and the humidity will be over there, so keep that in mind as well. City Council meeting's coming up next Tuesday. Will you be there, Sarah?
No, I will not.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure I'll be able to watch it online.
That's right. It'll be live streamed at enidtv.org, or the City Council meeting and the study session. You can watch those live and in color in high definition on Channel 12 and 112. That's next Tuesday. Okay, we got a special guest this morning. Got a cutie.
Yes,
Tell us,
we
Sarah.
do. We have a 5-year-old Spaniel Heeler mix. His name is Fleetwood, as you can see, black and white. He is very loving. He's a little older. Like we said, he's 5 years. He likes to cuddle and wants to be by your side all the time, as you can see.
And he likes treats.
Yes, and he likes other dogs. So he's a very friendly dog.
And that's important because every once in a while people say, you know, our dog needs a friend. So.
Yes, and he can be yours for just $15.
Very good. Charlotte, we always appreciate you. We don't give you enough time, but you definitely work behind the scenes for us. 249-4910 is the number to call. Good morning, Enid. Thank you for joining us today for this Thursday, August 10th. Make it a great day. Thank you, everyone.